it's an old wives' tale, Kevin, but please, I'm desperate.
Daft. All you had to do was just ask...
I know, at the clinic, and then it would have taken all the joy out of it, wouldn't it? What's the matter with you, spoil sport?
I know, thinking about Miss Lou. I've never seen her look so pale.
She will go messing about with ghosts and things that go bump in the night. She's bound to be frightened.
It's all very well us ignoring things, trying to discourage Mum, but when Doris comes in looking like...
Death warmed up?
Well, like that. And you didn't see her when I opened the door to her.
I just wish she'd leave us out of it. Now, what is it? It's back and forward for a boy, isn't it? And round for a girl. Did you know I was going to be a girl, Mum? Did you put your wedding ring on a bit of cotton? This woman at the clinic, she's done it every time, and every time's been right. 2 boys and a girl she's had.
Yeah, well, we're not planning to go in for it in quite such a big way. Mum, what's up with Doris? I was going to apologise for you.
She's had a bit of a shock, that's all.
Oh, I said, didn't I?
Well, we both had, actually.
Well, thank heavens you didn't go, anyway.
Oh, I wish I had, Glenda. I really do.
What do you mean?
Well, I don't know what to think. I mean, up to now, I was so convinced in my own mind that there was nothing in it. I was just going to go along with Doris because she was upset about contacting Tom. You remember Tom, don't you?
We have to.
Glenn, listen.
Doesn't she know there's nothing in it? That what's dead is dead. You can't bring it back. And if she's regretting not marrying Tom, then that's
not
just too bad. I suppose you're going to fall for all this eyewash, are you?
It wasn't eyewash that upset Doris.
She just frightened herself.
Oh, no. No, there's a lot to explain. I mean, I was prepared to knock it, but now I'm not so sure. The medium drew it.
I'd like to give Miss Luke a piece of my mind for dragging you through all this.
Well, I think you better look at
I mean,
this
what
first.
is Marflood except some daft old woman who
She's
thinks
a
that...
medium, Glenda.
Well, there's nothing to it. You should stay away, Mum. And tell Miss Luke from me that...
A medium drew it, Glenda.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Oh, good morning.
All alone this morning?
No, I was coming in a bit later.
Oh, how'd you get on with the probation officer, by the way?
Oh, well, we didn't. Well, no, that's not true, really. I mean, he was fine. It's just the whole thing came a cropper.
Oh, why?
Well, morning.
Morning.
Oh, by the way, Adam won't be coming until a bit later on.
Yes, I know.
What?
He phoned.
Ah,
What do you mean, came a cropper?
well, the boy, Gary, wouldn't agree
Come again?
to this reparation scheme.
Well, is it up to him then?
No, it's really up to the magistrate on the recommendation of the probation officer. That's Mr. Miles. But you see, it's all no earthly use without Gary's consent, which wasn't forthcoming.
But why?
Well, I can't really tell, but I have a hunch that it's all down to my darling husband's attitude. Very transparent, and Gary's seen through it, so that's that.
Well, what's going to happen now, then?
What's the alternative?
Well, whatever the magistrate chooses to dish out.
Seems odd.
Why?
Well, that the boy should take his chance on that rather than coming to work for you. Seems very odd to me.
Not really.
Seemed like a very generous offer to me.
Maybe, but he won't accept it.
Gary, come on in. You got my message then?
Yeah, I went down to centre this morning. I said I was coming over, so he dropped me off.
Oh, Mr. Miles?
Yeah.
He's not waiting outside, is he?
No, he had some cause. Said this weren't far out of his way.
Well, it's good of him.
What?
Give you a lift.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wasn't it?
I said yeah, didn't I?
Gary, what does a man have to do to meet with your full approval?
What do you want me for?
A talk?
Yeah, he said that. But we done it, haven't we? All the chat. So what's the point?
Sit down. Please yourself. You don't reckon me, do you?
I don't know you, do I?
True. Very true. I hope you've taken that small fact into consideration.
How do you mean?
Last night, I made an instant summing up on you. A scruff, a yobbo, and a menace. I mean, what else was I to think? I came back here and I found you face to face with my wife. When I see somebody that I love threatened...
I didn't threaten her.
Gary, how was I to know that?
I wouldn't have touched her, honest. I mean, she's nice, isn't she?
I'm glad we agree on something.
What I mean is I wouldn't have touched her, whatever she was like. I don't go round hurting people.
It's good to hear.
Do you really think that?
What?
That I'd hurt her?
How was I to know? I mean, you know.
What?
What you're like. I don't. I mean, you don't know what I'm like. Are you telling me that I am wrong in thinking that you are a menace?
Yeah.
Then I'm telling you you are wrong in thinking that I'm impossible to get along with. Gary, I'll be frank with you. I was so angry when I got back here last night. When I thought what could have happened to my wife, I wanted the book thrown at you. And my wife is a decent person. I respect her thoughts. And she likes to look after people. She cares for people.
I know.
You know?
Yeah, I know.
How?
Well, when she found me here, she had a chance to phone the police and that, and didn't. That bowled me over.
And I did.
What?
I phoned them.
Yeah.
But you just said that you thought that she would.
Yeah.
Well, then it shouldn't have come as a surprise when I did. No. Gary, this scheme that Mr. Miles and my wife are so keen on, you shouldn't turn it down because you don't reckon me. I mean, it would cost you a bit of effort, a bit of swallowed pride. But it would get your parents off the hook. They wouldn't have to fork out any money. It's up to you, Gary.
No, I'm afraid she's not in yet. Well, she usually is. But can I take a message for her? Yes, that's... Has she got your number? Okay, Mr. James. 761. Well, I'll leave a note on her desk and get her to call you as soon as she comes in. Okay, cheers. Bye. You see Sharon, man?
Yep. Well, after all, last night they were probably going it a bit, weren't they? They had a lot to celebrate, see?
Yeah, well, there's lots to do around all, you know. This place doesn't run itself.
Oh, come on. Everything in the garden's lovely, Mac.
Well, I'm glad the war's over. I'll carry on with this.
Kid? Nothing yet.
Oh, I didn't want to see Miss Sharon. I want to see you. Oh. I didn't have time to say thank you for what you did last night.
Ah, it's all right, Benny. Don't need to thank me.
Yeah, but I didn't know you were so clever.
You didn't?
No.
Shame on you, shame.
You know, smart, like, standing up in front of all them people and just saying what you think.
I didn't feel smart, I tell you that. I felt frightened. Even my knees were knocking.
What? You didn't sound frightened.
Well, more angry than anything else, I suppose.
Yeah, but I were angry, but I couldn't get anything out.
It affects different people different ways, see? I got the gift of the gab, sure, but half the time I got nothing to say, have I?
Morning.
Morning.
Done all that with Mac. Thank you very much. Got enough work to do, Benny.
Oh, yeah, I'm doing an oil change.
Good.
Right, well.
But I thought you'd be really happy today.
Well, I scare the customers, do you think?
You just scared Sid, didn't you?
Yeah. He was a real hero yesterday, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Who took the order on the Rover?
Huh? Mac, I think.
Well, where's my copy?
Oh, I'll go and fetch it. You feeling all right?
No.
What?
I'm not going to foster Nina. Her mother's taking her to Birmingham to live with this fella.
Yeah, well, it's for the best. I mean, it's bad for you, but it's best for her. I mean, you only get one, Mum. And I know. I never saw mine.
The order sheet. Okay, love? Make it better. Go away. Crossroads Garage. Denise? Well, I'm very glad you've called, because I want to talk to you as well. Diane told me, Denise. That's why we've got to talk. How about Nina? It's her that matters in all this, not you, not me, not Trevor. We're all grown-up people. We can all fend for ourselves, hopefully. Now, listen, love, we have got to talk now tonight. Can I come over there? Or... How can you say that? She's better off with me than with a bloke with a temper who doesn't like her. I don't care how much he loves you. He does not love her. Denise. Oh. Look, love. Well, maybe we could go and see Dr. Wilcox, the two of us together. What harm can it do? What are you afraid of? That he'll agree with me? Okay, maybe I should go and see Dr. Wilcox myself. But... Denise? Denise! Oh, you... I'm doing the monthly go-call accounts tonight, if you're worried. You mentioned them to Sid.
Look, Sharon, you don't have to pretend. Benny has told me.
Well, it's not a state secret, and please, no homespun philosophy.
Is that what you think I was going to give to you?
It's all for the best. Benny just said it's best for Nina. Maybe it is. But I don't need you saying it's best for me.
As a matter of fact, I was going to say the exact opposite. So there.
I know. You've got Ben.
Some Saturdays. But you're going to see her again, won't you?
Well, of course I will, but... not the same, is it?
No.
I'm starving.
Can't be.
Would I lie? How about lunch?
Cuts the morning short.
Yes, well, think of all that work you can get through in that nice long afternoon.
Oh, David, I am sorry about that.
No problem.
I will make up the extra time.
How'd it go?
I think I got through in the end.
Good.
Through?
Yes, to our apprentice burglar.
Oh.
Why are you so puzzled?
Well, is that what you were doing?
Well, what else?
No, it's just that Jill was under the impression that you were buying her a Christmas present.
Yes, but I phoned you, David, told you what I was doing.
Yes.
But you forgot to mention it to Jill.
Well, no, I didn't deliberately avoid it, but she came in here talking about the boy, so I took it for granted that she knew.
Why, is it some great secret or something?
No, but I don't want her building up her hopes only to have them shattered again.
Will they be?
No, I don't think so, but a quick phone call should do the trick.
My tummy's rumbling.
Hint taken.
Lunch already?
Madam here has suddenly decided to stop counting the calories.
In training for Christmas.
Could I speak to Mr. Miles, please? It's Alan Chance.
Do you have any ideas about the staff party?
No, not a single one, David.
Ah, so the Wanderer has returned.
Only just.
Where are you two off to?
Break a hunger strike.
Successful morning.
Sure.
Oh, you got it then? Well, little... you know what?
What can she be going on about?
If I guess right, will you tell me?
Guess?
Earrings.
What are you talking about?
Those ones that I saw in the mirror.
Hello. Yes. No, actually, it went better than I thought.
I'm right, aren't I?
Yeah, I think it was worth a second try. Well, it was a bit uphill, but I got there in the end.
Oh, where?
No soft sip. It was all straight talk, but I think it filtered through.
Who are you talking to?
Well, we felt it was in the lad's interests. Yeah. Well, that can be gone into.
You're talking about Gary.
Yes, that's fine. If you bring him over to Chimneys tonight, we can sort it out.
You are, aren't you?
Shall we say what? 5:30?
Oh, Adam.
All right. I'll see you then, Mr. Miles. Goodbye. Yes?
What have you been up to?
Oh, this and that.
You've seen Gary, haven't you?
Now listen.
And he's agreed?
Oh,
listen. You clever darling. Oh, thank you.
Not at all. Now listen.
Listen to what? You keep going on about it.
What about these earrings?
bothered.
It's very nice.
Oh, and I was passing the motel, so I thought I'd pick them up. What's this?
Oh, it's a list of things I need for the hospital, you know, for my case.
Why, it's all packed. It's been top of the wardrobe for ages.
But it has to be put in order, you know, packed nicely. Thought Mum was with you.
She is. Oh, Edna Atwood was on the gate, so they're yakking.
Oh, what about? Hey, don't sit down. I want my case brought down.
When I've had me tea? What about what?
Oh, Edna Atwood lost her stepmother last month, so she's bound to be interested.
I wondered why she'd been wearing the slinky black dresses.
Yeah, they're fighting over her money now. They're like a lot of vultures. So, Mum will be telling her all about the séance, and Edna will want to know if there are any nice men about.
You find it laughable, then, Glenn?
No, I don't. I think it's pathetic. Joking doesn't cut any ice, does it?
The way you've been treating it, I wondered.
Two grown women believing in all that rubbish. I mean, Miss Luke, of all people, I thought she had more sense. I'm sick of that thing staring at me all the time as well.
Why don't you put it away, then?
I couldn't bear to touch it, that's why.
Must be a perfectly reasonable explanation for it, you know?
Yeah, well, I've been thinking about that all day.
What if Ma Flood knew that Doris was a friend of ours?
Oh, well, that's always assuming that Ma Flood knows us.
Well, we all knew who she was.
Yeah, but not personally, did we?
Or she could have met Dad sometime.
Oh, what, a year ago? And she drew that from memory at her age?
So you are amazed, then, secretly?
Well, I'm surprised Mum's taking it so seriously. Poses all sorts of questions that are going to want answering, isn't it?
Clutching at straws.
It is a bit.
Well, if there is no explanation, other than the one we've been given, I mean, if she didn't know Doris, didn't know Dad, what then?
What then, indeed?
I'll put it away.
What you doing?
Oh, well, it's been upsetting Glenn a bit, so I thought
What, a picture of her own dad? I want it left out.
It's the way it was drawn, Mum. It's not natural.
Do you know, I've just been talking to Edna. She's very taken.
Oh, yeah. Sensational enough to replace Bingo if she gets a looking.
Hey?
Nothing. I've left some food in the oven.
I'll get it, and the case.
Yeah, and I'll have that. Put it in my room if it bothers you.
It'll bother you a sight more glaring at you from the dressing table.
That's where you're wrong. I've given this all the thought I'm going to. And if Doris says there's anything in it, and she says there is, well, then it's obvious to me that your dad is trying to get through to me. Now, I've thought of nothing else all day, and if he is trying to talk to me, the least I can do is to be there and listen. I mean, if he comes through loud and clear like this to a stranger, well, he must be pretty desperate, mustn't
Mum,
he?
are you sure? This is just what I didn't want, what you don't need.
No, it's obvious to me that I was meant to go and see this Mrs. Flood to try and contact Arthur. And if Doris can bring herself to go again, well, I shall go with her. No, I will. I've quite made up my mind. If it can give me any sort of help, then I'm prepared to give it a fair hearing.
Don't get involved, Mum.
But it's for your dad's sake, isn't it, love?
Thanks, Miss Luke.